All right, let's just jump right in with a pretty big idea. The words you use, the ones you say every single day, they're way more than just tools to get your point across. We're going to dive into how they're actually these powerful ancient instruments that are literally programming your reality, whether you realize it or not. So let me ask you this, and just think about it for a second. What if every single word that leaves your mouth isn't just a sound, but a command? A specific frequency? What if it's a spell that instructs your biology and shapes the world around you? I know, it sounds a little out there, but that's exactly what we're going to unpack. To really get this, we've got to go way back to this ancient concept called the Logos. And this quote, it just nails it. The Logos is not a word. It is a weapon of light. See, that tells you right away we're not talking about just language. This is something else. It's not about chit-chat. It's a fundamental, creative, maybe even a disruptive force. So to truly grasp this power, we have to look way beyond our modern languages. We need to go back to an original, unspoken word, a concept that existed long before anything was ever written down or even spoken out loud. Okay, so what is the Logos? Well, according to ancient Gnostic texts, it's not a word you say. It's the very architecture of being. Think of it like a divine template, this sacred pattern holding all of creation together. It's a cosmic frequency that shapes reality through pure resonance, not sound. And this is where the difference becomes really, really clear. Our language, right? It uses sounds and symbols to describe a reality that's already there. But the Logos, that's an embodied frequency that shapes reality itself. It's like this. One is just a map. The other is the force that's actually creating the territory. Big difference.
So you might be thinking, okay, if this original code is so powerful, where did it go? Why don't we all know about this? And that brings us to the central conflict here, the story of how this incredible creative force was deliberately hidden and corrupted.
Now, this timeline is pretty wild because it connects an ancient, mystical event with something very modern and practical. First, you've got these Gnostic texts describing how these lesser powers, sometimes called archons, basically hijack these divine patterns to create systems of control. Then, you fast forward centuries later to around 1946, and you see this key shift where etymology, the study of word origins, the main tool for decoding all this, starts getting pushed out of schools. It's almost like the instruction manual was hit. But this isn't just some ancient history lesson. No, the consequences are playing out right now in the words you use every single day. That corrupted code is still active, hiding in plain sight inside your own vocabulary. And here are just a few of these embedded spells. I mean, look at the word mortgage. It's Latin roots. Mort means death. Gage means pledge. It's a death pledge. Or government. You can break that down into govern, to control, and ment, which can mean mind. Mind control. Even a simple word like understand literally means to stand under something, which implies submitting to it. You've probably been casting these spells your whole life without ever knowing their true command. And this isn't just some psychological trick. It's biological. Your body is about 70% water. Now, some really fascinating, though controversial work by researchers like Dr. Masaru Emoto has suggested that the molecular structure of water can actually be changed by the frequency of words. So the idea is, when you speak, your body is literally listening and reorganizing itself to match the vibration of your command. So yeah, language can be a cage, but you know what? It can also be a weapon of liberation. And this is where we pivot from the problem to the solution. Because the power to change all this, it rests entirely with you. It all starts with a choice. Just look at the difference between what we can call victim code and creator code. On one side, you have words like trying, need, can't. These literally program your biology for failure and struggle. But on the other side, you have creator phrases. I am becoming, I choose, I am capable. These are direct commands to your body to mobilize energy and find solutions. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. And the sheer scale of this is just staggering. The average person speaks around 16,000 words a day. That's 16,000 commands, 16,000 spells that you're casting every single day. Each one is a specific instruction programming your subconscious, your body, and your reality. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we turn this knowledge into a real plan? Well, this final section is all about becoming a conscious speaker. It's about taking back control of your own internal programming. And the absolute cornerstone of this practice comes down to two of the most powerful words you can ever speak. I am. You have to get this. I am is not a description.
It is the root command for your identity. Whatever words you put after I am is a direct order to your subconscious and to the universe to create that reality for you.
And here's a super simple 3-step process to start reclaiming that power. First, just expose the code. Start noticing the limiting words you use, without any judgment. Just listen. Second, replace them. Systematically swap I can't for I am capable, or I have to for I choose to. And third, declare your new reality. Get intentional. Actively use I am statements every morning and every night to program the identity you actually want to embody.
So we end right back where we started, but now, hopefully, with a totally new perspective. You are the one casting the spells. You have 16,000 chances every single day to program your life. So the only real question left is, what will you command next?